when Brian met Susan. So this is my story of when Brian McWhinney, the then Secretary of State for Health, visited the Liverpool Drug Dependency Clinic on Hope Street. It's 1993. I'm the consultant in charge of the clinic. And in those days, my hair was very short, blonde, spiky, multicoloured fringe, dyed, and I had a casual approach to dress. In Liverpool, we were very proud of the way that we'd responded to the HIV epidemic with a harm reduction strategy, looking at how we would reduce the harm from this horrible virus that at that time was not treatable. But I did know that Brian McWhinney was not a fan of our methods. So I knew that the visit was not going to be a chummy chat. I only had two things in common with Dr. McWhinney. We were both doctors and we were both from Northern Ireland. Could I lend you one of my nice dresses? Said my boss. No, I said. The day arrived. The great and the good from the health authority were in my office to welcome Dr. McWhinney and watch him while he interrogated me like a Rottweiler. I tried to explain the science, the evidence behind our decisions to use methadone programs, needle exchange, and engage as much as we could with people at risk. He was not impressed. The thing is, doctor, he said to me, what I want to know is what do you do about the spiritual development of the young people who use this clinic? I tried to explain that this was a National Health Service clinic and health was our main concern. He was still not impressed. In fact, he showed more concern for the spiritual development of the patients than both of the bishops of Liverpool, who in fact had been very supportive of our stance. I tried and eventually I said, well, Dr. McWhinney, I'm a Buddhist myself and I've tried chanting in the waiting area and it just didn't catch on. There was a stunned silence, a few suppressed giggles, and McWhinney glared and turned red. I said, would you like to meet some of the patients, and chat to them about how we work with them? No, I would not, he said. We moved on. There was no small talk as I took him to meet the outreach team, the group of workers who helped the street sex workers of Liverpool. Dr. McWhinney had a question. Tell me, he said, how would you go about approaching a street prostitute in Liverpool? Olive, a witty Scouse woman, had the answer. Why don't you ask some of your cabinet colleagues, she replied. By this point, Dr. McWhinney had turned purple and the visit was cut short. 2 weeks later, he sent an evangelical preacher to meet with me. But that's another story.